I did not bring it. But that was adorable to watch. Hello everyone, I am Razim, and this is Dwarf after the Pokemon Battle Royale. I did not. Fine, let's go again. Since I could just force it again. And again. And again. Give me one moment, guys. I've got a DM who might be interested in running a new game. I wasn't even looking. I don't know how. Okay, third time's the charm. If they really have it rigged for the win every time, that's kind of dumb. Jeez. I was replying to a potential new DM. Maybe you guys can use exclamation point attack and attack me manually? I don't know. Oh my god. Holy crap, you really just explode them. But you die. No! Somebody else try running it. Icrit, do exclamation point battle royale. And we'll get started with the actual game now. As soon as you hear the music. I don't know, Big Mac. Honestly, it might just be broken, which would really suck. Wait, I might lose this one. And Rykon just used a health pack. See? See? Always me. Holy crap, why is my... One sec. Apparently my watch didn't actually get charged last night. Which will really suck. 'Cause I can't go without it at work. Alright, so welcome everybody. I'm gonna teach you guys a little bit about Dwarf Fortress this evening. So first off, if you haven't done the exclamation point dwarf command in the chat here, even if you're watching the recording, you could jump over to the Twitch channel and run that. The bot is almost always running, and we'll reply with the link. You'll have a folder, zip folder like this. All you do is you extract it, and then you'll wind up with one like this. And what you want to use to launch Dwarf Fortress is this little thing right here. The Starter Pack Launcher. Also known as... I've got a shortcut here on my desktop for it. Not all of these files right away, obviously. This is one that I've already been using, and it just saves some settings. Now, FPS death is a thing with Dwarf Fortress that I have had to deal with myself. So you do want to make sure that these caps are generally not messed with. I swear I did nothing that time, Big Mac. I mean, that's just strategy. Don't get mad at me if I'm smarter than you. You're the one that's all bronze. So anyways, I generally don't mess with most of these, though I do turn off cave-ins because honestly, they seem to not really make a whole lot of sense on whether they actually happen or not. I think the physics part of this needs some more work. Now, this does have a few little tidbits that can make your fortress go better, such as being able to turn off temperature, weather, artifacts where your dwarves will go into moods that if they don't get the right materials, they'll just go crazy and try to kill everybody. So you can turn that on or off. Now, the graphics pack I am using is the Meth Plus Vordak Lite 32X. Just so you know. Graphics tab. Utilities, you'll use these once you're actually in game. The only one that I really use is Dwarf Therapist, and it's hugely helpful. So let's start with being the wolf. Oh, also another thing here is that you should go to advanced and turn off the sound, because the same song looped over and over and over and over and over. Also, probably turn off intro movie because Well, once you've seen it once, it's kind of the same thing and takes quite a while. Alright. So, we did already find a new fortress and establish it. But normally you would go into create new world. I guess I should have waited to do this. You can just jump off this. For those just starting out, I definitely recommend at least bumping this up to frequent for mineral occurrence. And then you just find a place that you like. You'll want to keep an eye out for a few different settings. I'll focus more on the actual game itself. Alright, so this is my fortress. Sorry, it was well, this is my fresh Embark for a fortress. Ooh! Ah! Now, my idea for this fortress is to do a primarily above ground one. Yes, hairy otters. So the first thing I'm gonna do is designate some trees to be chopped down. Gotta piss early, right? There. Got my trees. Now, I am going to do a little bit of underground stuff, but on this level or above, I won't actually build structures that are deeper. Well, with one exception. I will build underground tombs. Yeah, I think that's a fair option. So, most of the keys are pretty self-explanatory over there on, well, not really self-explanatory, just you can see the list there on the right-hand side. Designation is where you go to mark areas to be mined, chop down, you can gather plants, smooth stone, so on and so forth. Go with mine. And into here, because unfortunately the crops that I start with can't actually be harvested above ground as far as I'm aware. So, might as well at least somewhat underground. So these are going to be farm plots. Using the arrow keys here to move things around. Move the little cursor. It's not a good location here. I'm gonna need to wall off this line to properly do a 5x5 farm. Most things like farms and such can be any size you wish. So I've given some orders here, and my dwarves are happily running off to obey. Though I did forget to do that. Ah, goddammit. You'll notice with Dwarf Hack running that when you're on the surface and you go to designations, it'll default to chop down trees. So you'll just need to hit D again to switch over to mining. Now, for Kitsune, if you're here, this whole area here, don't worry, you're not the only one that can barely see it. Because it's all about the texture there. Now, if you're running this pack, you come with a thing called Dwarf Hack. It's got a lot of very useful utilities, such as auto labor. So you'll want to go and enable auto labor, which will make it reassign your dwarves to a to a job that needs done. Oh, that is a good thing to know, Bush Ranger. For those listening, I'll just go ahead and say it here. You can make your farms too big if you have few farmers, as they can become overworked. They will not have enough time between planting and harvesting, and your crops can die on the vine, and you lose out on harvesting food and seeds. So that's very good to know. Now, I'm gonna go into building with B and actually place a farm plot, which is then P for plot. Now, the build menu does not have the click and drag, well, enter and drag thing. Instead, you've got to use U, M, K, and H to resize your area. Like so. Now with this river here, it looks like I've got some wildlife. I've got a nice river. I should go in here and see what's all joining me on this wonderful adventure. Alright, so nothing too dangerous. Now, I am going to dig down, but mostly to gather stone. Because obviously they are dwarves, and stone is very important to dwarves. However, I will just do it like this. So I just hit I to switch over to up-down stairs, which is how you'll go ahead and just designate an area. To go from one Z level to the next, you hold shift and hit the comma or period. Well, in this case, it's actually, the I don't know what their actual term is. The greater than and less than signs. I like to go down about 20 levels, just designating area to be turned into a stairway. Alright, so they've gone off and started to dig down into the depths. Oh, well, hello. Now, to see what you're looking at here, you hit K. This is a limonite wall. I very highly recommend having the wiki up because, well, that might be a metal, that might just be a stone. Ah, it's an ore of iron, which is fantastic. My first few embarks on this game, I had no iron available to me. And it was devastating. Okay, so I designated a 9x9. I actually wanted a 10. Okay, I am skipping this. Minecraft, you've got beautiful music, but it puts you to sleep. There we go. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just designate all this area to be mined out because, quite simply, I have a use for all of it. Now, as you can probably tell, I did accidentally overwrite my up-down stairs. So I'll need to go and redo those. There. Oh, crap! Already? Okay, so expansive caverns can be very useful. When you wander into one unexpectedly. Usually they're much further down than right here. Oh, crap. This is going to make my life difficult. Or as some Dwarf Fortress veterans will put it, fun! Except I am going to remove the designation. Usually it's deeper than this, Bush Ranger. Not just bam, here it is. Yeah, I guess so. No, we're really excited not. And now my life is over. Alright, so there are flying things that could come in through here and come up and get me, so I am going to build a wall. So I went into the building menu with B. I'm going to hold down shift and hit C, and then W for wall, and just stick it here. We'll just grab microcline, which I believe is the blue stone that pops up. damn it. Go back all the way. Yeah, that's microcline. This light blue stone here. That is not reasonable. I have never seen them pop up that close to the surface. Usually I go all the way down to like 30 or so. Ugh. Well, at least this area seems to be safe enough, so I can keep digging my staircase down. Jeez, this goes deep. But I've got a lot of very nice resources available down here, which is a plus. Oh yeah, I hate it when you get those flooded caverns. Because those are like, well, great. What am I supposed to do with this? My last Embark, I had a forgotten beast pop up, but he kept wandering around in the water, and it's like, well, I can't get to him. He's not coming to my dwarves. This is no fun. So I've designated all that area because there's at least gold and whatever this is. Oh, tetrahedrite. Tetrahedrite, I believe, is a combination of copper and silver. Yes, copper and silver. Also, really, I read that as Facebooks are so incredibly hit and miss. And then I realized, oh yeah, I just mentioned Forgotten Beasts. My mom is so addicted to Facebook, it drives me nuts. I agree. I post my streams on Facebook because why not? But my mom literally calls me up the other day and is like, so did you hear the news? What news? Well, I posted it on Facebook. I don't use Facebook. You use it every day. Yeah, I go on there, I post that I'm streaming, and then I get off of that accursed site before it draws me in or something. Brainwashes me to like it. It kind of does, doesn't it, Bushranger? Believe me, I've been tempted to just delete my Facebook, but I know that it would be World War 20 with my mom and some of my other family. And by some, I mean most. I'm really just designating all this area to keep my dwarves busy, cause there's no reason not to. Well, rather, my miners busy. And I'm gonna need these resources eventually anyway. Might as well get started now, right? Right. I do wish that Dwarf Fortress had a tree planting mechanic in place, because I would love to have my above ground fort be all wood. But the problem there is that then everything's going to be different, and that will bother me to no end. What is this? Is this granite? Oh, mica. What the frick is that? Dwarf Fortress tends to use realistic names and such. Oh, that is cool! So apparently mica here used to be used in place of actual glass. That is really cool. See, Dwarf Fortress teaches you things. Well, the wiki does anyways. The game itself teaches you how to have fun. Well, I know, but that's still that's yeah, they do tend to try and avoid nature, don't they? I'm still gonna build with stone. Because again, if I don't, then I'm gonna wind up having a dozen different colors per building. Now here, I am going to plan to wall off this area through here. And of course here and here. But I want to have a way to get across and dig on the other side of this cavern. So that is exactly what I'm going to arrange. That looks like it stretches off, so I'm gonna undesignate it. Is this native platinum? Could it be? Oh no, it's Galena. What is Galena? Isn't Galena the lead silver one? Yeah. Well, hey, I like building with, I actually do like building with lead. It's metal, it poisons everything, and, well, I guess that's really it. One of my first fortresses, I had native platinum everywhere. And it was glorious. Bum ba dum ba la ba 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 da ba la ba da bum bum ba ba bum. Dum ba da da da. Da 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 ba 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 da. But lead also just looks nice for building. Lots of designations here. Yeah, exactly. Alright, not doing anything on this floor. Or any of these. But I might dig up outside the cavern area. Okay, let's do the up-down stairs over here. God damn it! No, up-down. Not zone, up-down. And we'll have some other stairs here to get over to it. The main reason why I like to build with lead is the fact that it is because it looks nice, it's metal, and I got no other use for it. Now that is a design I could get behind. I mean, FPS death doesn't usually happen until you've got like 200 people. So when you've got your farm plot made, as I do here, you hit Q to select the building. And you don't really need to fallow or anything on this stuff. So you just select the season. In this case, we're going to start with spring with the A. And during spring, we are going to make some plump helmets. Plump helmets are an easy crop to grow, and they are incredibly valuable because, well, dwarves can exist on them quite easily. So most of my forts, I usually have a farm plot completely devoted to plump helmets all year round. Because that's another thing, it can grow all year round. Now, a question for you guys, the viewers. Like I've said, I'm planning to do an above ground fort. However, can I still go ahead and put my stockpile underground? Just one level down. I'll still put the workshops and such on the above ground, but I think I'll build like a warehouse in this area. Alright. Yeah, I'll put a warehouse going across here, have all my workshops in that with stairs going down for access to the stockpiles below. Cool. It's a plan. Well, mostly. I still gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it exactly, but... First off, I'm gonna go into... I'm in my build menu, and I'm gonna hit W for workshops. And one of the first workshops you want to build is the Mason's Workshop. Now, colors with this texture pack, at least, do change over the seasons. But you can tell that it's got the lighter green and darker green colors there. Unless, of course, I'm on a spot where it can't be built, like here on this wagon. The lighter green means that dwarves can move through it. The darker green means they cannot. So you do want to keep that in mind when you're building a workshop or any other building, to make sure that you're not accidentally cutting off access. Because like if you try to place a workshop that has all three of the right-hand side, all three of these as dark green, and your door is right here, it means your dwarves cannot get in or out. However, and those of you in the chat, correct me if I am wrong, if you do have your door here with this one, your dwarves can still go diagonal and into the workshop. We will use apricot wood logs, since we apparently have a ton of those. Another thing that you want to do is a carpenter's workshop. It's where you build things like bins for more storage, and you can build bins, you can build beds, barrels, etc., etc. I am going into my Mason's Workshop here by hitting Q again, and going down to construct rock blocks. And I'm going to set this to repeat, which means that my Mason will go grab these various big boulders that you can see underground, like those two there. These are rock, microcline, but still. This, you know, that's limonite, an ore. My name, 'cause it's Ashley. He'll go down there, drag it up, and then carve it into an actual block, which just looks better for building with. Now, here we've got, I didn't mention it, but at the top, it pops up occasionally saying petitions, meaning that I've got somebody who wants to live here for a specific purpose. In this case, this person wants to stay here to eradicate monsters. And I'm going to approve that. We get a lot of such, people popping up when you run into the caverns. Hey, Asen, how are ya? I'm gonna build another mason's workshop, maybe 2 of them, for a total of 3, because I do need a lot of building materials. Yeah, I popped the cavern super early, and once you run into a cavern, they start popping up like every now and then. You know, for those of you starting out with Dwarf Fortress, you are going to get a lot of poets, a lot of bards. 90% of these will be bards. Just fair warning. Yeah. They literally do nothing but sit around playing music, dancing, juggling, reciting poetry, whatever their job, whatever they are. Yeah, but what it really says there, most of them are not. I do allow most of them to join anyways, but because eventually they may become a citizen, and then I can put them to work with hard labor, get those dainty fingers doing something useful. All right. So, off with some up-down stairs. I think I will this level, or right here. No, we'll go 1 into the mountain here. So 3. So this will be the outer wall. This row here. Then you got 3 for the workshops. Space of 2 for a hallway between. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3 for the second, for the front wall. Now a space of 2 for the hallway. Actually, we'll do 3. Yeah. Now I may extend this, like I've said, I may go mountains and hills a little bit, just because I do have only so much space. But I won't do it too much. Before I do that, let's go ahead and clear out this area. Alright, so there's a wall in between those 2 workshops. Then another 3, and then wall. 3, wall. 3, wall. 3, wall, 3, and then wall. Alright. So dig all that out. I actually want to... I'm gonna make the staircase 2 wide. 3 tall, 2 wide. Bum-ba-da-da. So the wall will go here, and it will... Yeah, that'll be fine. So we'll do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove all these up ramps and such, because I don't really need them in here. Might as well remove that one too. And then we're gonna dig our up-down stairs. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to remove this layer down here. I'm gonna set... Now, you do have control over priority. Down in the bottom right, it may be a little difficult to see, but you've got a plus or minus for setting priority. The lower the priority, the higher the priority. The lower the number, the higher the priority. So we're gonna to priority. By default, it's 4. I'm gonna set these for priority. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Then we'll remove these at priority 1. I am going to need to construct some actual stairs over on that right side. And then priority 3 will be the stockpile itself. I think I'm gonna go out to 10. And the extent, I will probably extend this off to either side as well. For right now, that is a more than satisfactory warehouse storage area. Now, if you get any red announcements at the bottom, you can use A to view announcements and then Z to zoom to it. I guess that was already open or something. I guess on this floor I really just needed, well, no, because I'll have a second floor of workshops most likely, eventually. So, up, downstairs are good. Now, let's make ourselves some up-down stairs. Going into the build menu, Shift C for the walls and such, and then X for up-down stair. And this I will go ahead and make out of... You know what? Apricot wood sound... No. Yeah. Apricot wood sounds good to me. Now you can, when you're building multiple pieces of a staircase or something, you can hold Shift and then hit Enter to select everything that it needs in that material. Got this positioned, hit Enter, and then like you can see there, it says item 6 needed. So I'm gonna hold Shift, hit Enter, and now all of them are apricot wood logs. Now I accidentally made that a little too big. What do you mean it's blocked? Apparently it does not like the idea of... Okay, and now it lets me do it. I don't know. I guess I've got to just do it manually one by, like, column by column. There. Now somebody will come along and place these stairs with apricot wood stairs. Like so. Oh crap, I need a stockpile for food. I forgot to make that. And I also need barrels so the food doesn't spoil. Not what I wanted. Cancel that. Wooden barrel. We'll make it out of oak. We'll just make a few of them. Now to specify what material, because as you can see there, it says make wooden barrel. It'll just grab a random barrel, random wood and make a barrel out of it. To specify, you do the item, and then you can pick which material you want it to be. Now, in most of these menus, you need to use the plus and minus to move up and down with. Just a little side note there. Not alder, oak. There. Jeez. Or at least I thought that dwarves will store the plump cow barrels. Do they not store them in barrels? I could have sworn they did. They do. Okay. The dwarves were just being a little dumb. Well, those were all empty barrels. I don't know why they were doing what they were doing there. What is this? Oh, a rat. Now, something I'm going to do here is I'm going to set phone with I when you're not in any menu and stretch it over this entire farm area. And actually, I want to stretch it over the farm area and this stockpile, actually. And now, I'm going to set this as a pen/pasture with N. And then hold shift and hit N to set my cats to basically patrol this area against various vermin. Now, my dwarves, for some reason, are not actually digging down here, even though they should be. So I'm going to go remove buildings and just leave it as the default. You hit X over a building to just leave it as it is. To remove that order to build it. I don't know where my miners are now. I'm gonna set this to priority 2 though, because I really need them to start digging this area out. I really don't know where my miners are or what they're doing. This stuff should be lower priority, so they should be coming up to dig. Unless they are all currently doing the mason stuff. You know what? I will cancel that. Only have 2 shops working on it. There we go. Yeah, apparently all my miners were being masons. Yeah, that is a good point, Bergendurf. By the way, hey there. So sometimes the auto labor is not the best, which is why you go into Dwarf Therapist. This other program will let you go and manage what your people are doing. Are you a child or... Oh no, this is that person, okay. Alright, so just mining for you guys. Well, I guess masonry's okay. Dwarf Therapist, you guys just click on the box there, and that will then assign them, but you do have to go over here and commit the changes. And now I think auto labor overrode that. Yeah, it's very difficult to play without these. By the way, guys, if you do, we do have quite a few emotes that are not part of the channel itself. So if you add that extension, the Franker faces, you can get access to all sorts of that we've got set up, such as this adorable little one. I do have some trees here in my area that I'm going to be building in, so let's chop them down. For those of you that are new to the game, I definitely recommend just sticking with auto labor. But if you know what you're doing, you can really micromanage your dwarves and make sure they're only doing what you want them to, using Dwarf Therapist. I actually don't know if the base Dwarf Fortress even has any way to manage what people do. Alright, now that that's all done, I'm gonna go here, over here and get these fancy stars put back in. I have no idea. VP... Oh, okay. So you can do it in-game, selecting a dwarf with V, and then choosing what they're doing here. That is a very annoying process. I've been having quite a few vermin trying to get at my stockpiles here, which is, like I said before, why I told my cats to patrol the area. Now, since I did break into the underground, the cavern, I think I'm going to set up an area meant for underground goods to be harvested. I'll need to build a wall over this area, but I think I'll be okay for now. I'm gonna set this priority 3 actually. Now, when as you can probably see there on the right, I've got some mushrooms growing over here. which my dwarves can then go in and harvest to, oh no, these are fungi wood and such. Basically trees, but underground. Yes, Bergendorf. I used a pasture to set my cats to patrol my farms and my food stockpile. It keeps the rats from getting into my food supplies and stuff. Now, why are those empty holes? The hell happened? Oh, no, sorry, Bergendorf. I mean, it's basically like a, patrol. Can you ask a non-correct question? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Ian Plague, but yes, you can ask a question. Oh, that explains it, Bergendorf. Yeah. I did dig out the roots. Alright, so as you guys can see, I've now got this nice little area for a stockpile. I personally like to micromanage my stockpiles a little bit, because when you're digging things like when you're digging out stone and such, if you just do a general stockpile, they'll just fill up your stockpiles with that. So I use P to designate a stockpile, and then I go into the custom settings, T, and now I can assign specific area, blah blah blah, specific to specific stockpiles. Bergendorf, I do a combination of quantum stockpiling and an actual stockpile. I could not say, Ann Plague. I don't think that's really what's going on. It's not like we're telling others they can't stream it. Alright, so my plan here is that I will be doing stone stockpiles above and below these staircases. And then this is just, you know, go select it and fill it. At least I'm not going around telling anybody they can't stream Dwarf Fortress. I haven't heard of anybody that is, but I suppose that's a possibility that happens. Now I'm gonna forbid that and actually set this for just clay and the economic stones. And make a 2 wide. Hey, Blind! Good to see. How are ya? If you're still there, you know? I don't think anybody is. Animal stockpiles are more for things like actual animals. They tend to store cages in those stockpiles as well. I have a separate computer that I stream with from the one that I play on. So Alright, Blind, thank you very much for coming by. Have a fantastic evening. Really appreciate you stopping by here. Now, refuse, most of this you want to store above ground, because the stuff in it will rot away and get bad and so on and so forth. There, have a heart. Most of these items will rot away. There are a few items that you can store underground without them rotting. So you basically just forbid everything except for bones, shells, and hair/wool. The rest of this honestly doesn't have a use that I'm aware of anyways. Yeah, necromancers are a problem. Alright, disable that. Then we'll have an ammo. A word of advice. Right now, there is a bug in the game where, while most stockpiles you can use bins to reduce how much, to put things into a stockpile, and have it take up less space. There is a bug right now where ammo does not work with bins. To change your bin and barrel setting, you just hit Q, hover over the stockpile, and as you can see, max bin is 69. It's just automatically set when you make the stockpile. It automatically puts all of it for both barrel and bin, depending on what's stored there and what can technically be put in it. So we want to do Shift C to reduce that to 0 for our ammo stockpile. Otherwise, your arrows and bolts and such basically become useless. Coins are not really used for used in Fortress mode of Dwarf Fortress, but I go ahead and give it a single column of stockpile anyways. Now, bars and blocks. This is really where you want to separate. I'm gonna separate the bars from the blocks. Hey, Freeways, how are ya? So these are things like metal bars, it's got, you've got all of your metal bars, your soap bars, coal, ash, etc. I'm gonna go ahead and forbid those and permit the blocks themselves, which are generally used for building. And there we go. Now disable that and enable the gems. I just stick all of my gems into one place. Yes, Freeways, this is a new fort. I am doing an above ground fort this time. Well, mostly. Cellars are okay. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna do it. I want something new. Well, not if I turn on Fast Dwarf, which I've forgotten to do, so I should go do that real quick. Now, I've only got one more column available here, so I'm going to make it a sheet one for like paper and stuff, because I don't use that much. And now we want to extend it. We'll go with 6. To either direction. Oh yay, I got some migrants. Now, I'm enabling this because I'm streaming and I want it to go a bit faster for you guys. Fast Dwarf basically makes your dwarves move faster. You can set it where they will just teleport all over the place to where they want to go. I don't enable that very often. Usually only if there's a nasty little problem that's going on. So I have a migrant wave. So I got 5 new dwarves. Ooh, that one's really good at wood crafting. As you can see, my dwarves are a lot faster now. Now, I don't actually want these to store those, so I'm gonna go ahead and change settings, and I'm gonna remove. I'm gonna forbid the gypsum and clay from all of these. Have them just for regular stone. And this is just hitting Q to go over it, and then going in, and then hitting S to change settings. Oops. Alright. So we've gotten our gems done. We want a place to store our leather and cloth. I'm gonna do both on this side. And I think I'm going to do a stockpile for wood up here. 3 tall and stretches all the way across. Because wood cannot be stored in bins, so you really want to have a nice big area for wood. Where'd my wood go? I didn't realize there was a max area for a stockpile, but hey, that works. Alright, so we got wood done. Finished goods, weapons, and armor still need to be set. Also, apparently I've been setting sheets on all of this. I should fix that. Disable. Disable. And disable. There, now we got a nice little area for those. I think I am going to need some more storage area. Everything. So let's start with finished good. Well, no. I think we'll be good. Because most of these items can be stored very easily in bins, so you don't usually run out of space too much. Now, I am going to go in here to type and then disable the, by just hitting enter on it, just disable goblets. Goblets I tend to store in my tavern. Make that too wide. Now disable that, and we'll go down to weapons. Make a too wide area. And then armor is my last thing to designate for storage. Now, just because I like symmetry, I am going to dig out another zone, and I'll probably put stone down here. Now, you see these blocks? They're filling up rapidly because I don't actually have any bins built. So I need to go up here and tell my carpenter to make some wooden bins. You know what? I'm just going to set that to repeat for now. Yes, Bowser. He's bringing the hurt on down to you. Letting you know just how badly you fucked up. Yes. Zones do have a maximum area that they can fill, and so I set that up for, I set this up to fill this, at least tall-wise, it will fill up the entire area here. Now, let's make sure that this will actually stretch all the way across. Oh yeah, I still got a bit of space that I can make use of. Neat. So we'll dig out this side as well. Alright, so we've set this up. This is going to be my pen slash pasture eventually. Could make it all the way out. I mean, why not take advantage of as much space as I can, right? Now these are useful because this will be an underground area, well, technically underground, that will still feed my cattle. And these are popping up only because I ran into that cavern and I guess kind of like released the spores. But I can put my cattle and other things that dine on grass in here, and they'll be able to feed and not have to worry about being killed by whatever pops up. All right, now we will move from here up to here. Ah, crap. Unfortunately, you cannot actually, one thing I wish that we had was to just expand an area. Fortunately, that's not the case. So we want to go up here. There we go. Now these are conveniently telling us where we can remove. Here is that my cattle are gonna be inside of this and safe, so we don't really want to let them just wander about willy-nilly. So move this area as well. And there we go. It's sculpted out quite nicely indeed. So we're going to set this for gather / pick fruit as well as a pen / pasture. But I'm not going to put any of my animals in here yet until it's more full. You'll notice messages like that right there at the bottom rather often. Dwarves like to just randomly drop their picks for some reason. Up at the top there, you see where it says Dwarf Fortress and it's flashing to petitions available. You hold Shift, hit P, and now you can approve or deny the request. I will approve this. Yeah, they're like, job's done. Drop the pick. Yeah. That's very accurate, Aurelix. Very annoyingly accurate. Alright, so we got that all going very nicely for us. Our dwarves down below are still digging out things. These should still be... Oh, why'd they stop? Did they run out of blocks? They must have run out of blocks. Now, you'll find that you need a lot of wooden bins. But they are just so useful to have. Like this stockpile here. This is my bin stockpile. I was almost completely full, and they've reduced it from being full to just a whole bunch of bins that aren't even full yet. Why are there bins set for this stockpile? Nothing can be stored in there. Nothing can be stored in a bin in there. Leather is good. Cloth is good. Maybe they did. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past my dwarves. Then down here, we're gonna have more stone. Just because I can. You know what? I will allow all of these in. Well, no, I'll disable that. Clay can stay elsewhere. The rest of those, though, are all gonna go into this area. This will be my stone and clay, or stone and ore overflow. What the heck are these? Lignite? I don't think I've ever seen that in a game before. Oh, hey! That is awesome! So cool, we got orange blocks, we got blue blocks, and we got gray ones. I think I would rather have more gray than brown. Are these all jet blocks? Is this... Isn't jet a gem? Non-economic dark gray stone found in large clusters and sedimentary layers. It is not magma safe and may only be used where any other stone would suffice. Aside from one remarkable property. Jet is the most lightweight stone besides raw adamantine and lignite, so it is preferable for making large pots and other commonly and absolutely inappropriate for stonefall traps and catapults. Likewise, jet crafts are even more lightweight than normal crafts. This can be very helpful for maximizing caravan output. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, I thought so. It has been a popular source of jewelry and so good to know. I thought it was an actual gem rather than, you know, stone. So I guess now I gotta decide, do I want to use jet or do I want to use chert? Because I don't have a whole lot of other options. You know what? I want to use Mika. Or Micah, whichever. Fun fact, I used to have a cat named Micah. Let's hope we don't run into another part of the cavern. Let's try and get as much mica as we can. I'm going to use it for building. It and lead. And I'm going to specify to these guys to make mica blocks. Do it for one of them. He'll only make mica. Now, I also want a depot set up before arriving. Yeah, we'll use jet for it. Now, normally when I'm playing this, I would have all sorts of things that I would normally be using, just digging out what I want and then using that. I think I might have enough wooden bins for now. Keyword being for now. I do need a place to store my, to have my manager work. The manager is an incredibly useful, technically a noble, but they need an office to work in. But when I have a manager, I can go into J for jobs and then M for the manager. And I can specify things to, like I can tell them to build 50 wooden bins and the manager will just assign that job to whoever for you. Helps reduce on the micromanaging a bit. Alright, wall. Do we have enough mica yet? Actually, I forget if I was going to do... Is the main wall here? Wall, 1, 2, 3, 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 and then another wall. Okay, so that's what I was gonna do. Okay. I think. I might be wrong. I might have been planning something entirely different. But that's what I'm gonna go with right now. I'm gonna go a little higher so I can dig out. Actually, I don't need to go that high. Never mind. I'm just gonna go dig out this wall and that area, remove that upstairs or up ramp rather. These icons mean that it's a ramp up to the next level. Hey guys, somebody should do a battle royale. Now, something I have learned over my time playing this game that I will pass on to you guys. When you're building a wall, you do not want to cover the corners. You want to wait for your dwarves to build that corner, then you can make the connecting piece. Because otherwise, they wind up sealing it off, and you, like right here, I'm not going to build that until this piece is built. Because otherwise, I'll have to tear down one of the walls to actually build there. You know what? I'll leave those up ramps there. I don't care. That'll actually make it easier for me to build my roof over this later. Now, I am planning one of these workshops to actually just be a way through the entire warehouse. So let's get this all planned out. Something else to note, caravans will not go through doors, but they will go over a drawbridge, which is, so I'm going to be using drawbridges for this instead of actual doors. All right. So we can at least build a wall here. That works perfectly. I will need to remove these. And dig out this. No, dig. Priority 1. Remove these up ramps. And probably chop down this tree. There we go. So now, you'll find that a lot of Dwarf Fortress is just sitting here and waiting after you've told your dwarves to do a whole bunch of stuff. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Yay. Well, I guess if you guys aren't gonna do it... Battle Royale! I mean, you can change your Pokemon. Though no one Pokemon is stronger than another. Nice, Jevis. Welcome.
Welcome to the hamlet.
Oh crap, I forgot to change that sound setting. Thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the stream. Sorry that was so loud. But it's fixed now. There we go. Alright, so now that that corner one is done, I will put in the wall. Now, before I forget, I'm going to build a floor over this spot because there was a cave-in. We'll use chert blocks. I just realized your name is Jeb is back, not Jeb is back. Sometimes I'm not the most attentive of people. Kerbal. I've looked at that game a bit, but haven't actually gotten around to playing it yet. Definitely one I'm interested in. I own it. Now, my focus here is the inn, or the warehouse, because it's somewhere that I can store everything until I get around to having my tavern built. And it'll be a nice, safe stronghold, all my resources inside. I'll be able to just exist if I get sieged. And there's nothing wrong with just existing for a time. Bum-ba-ba-dum. Oh, I don't want that. Ah! Q, stop. Remove it. There we go. B, Shift C, wall. Also, I just realized that I forgot to actually build walls down below, blocking off that cavern. So something could have been coming up and destroying my entire life for a bit here. So I need to go remedy that real quick. As soon as these are placed. Let's go find that spot. Unless they didn't even actually dig it out yet. Okay, they did not. So I am gonna set this to priority 1 so I can get it done and then worry about and then get it ordered to be the walls to be built. All right. Wall. We will use... The hell is cryolite? Unremarkable white stone, which can be found within granite. Oh, it's an ore of aluminum, apparently. Cool. We'll use chert because I've got quite a bit of it. This is a problem. So we're gonna need to build a floor here first. Unfortunately, there is no such thing as priority on building things. So I have to sit here and be worried forever until they finally get down here and decide to build it. Guys. Okay, they're starting to build. There we go. Well, hello there, fellow kobold. And welcome to the stream. For some reason, you cannot build a constructed wall on top of a constructed floor. It makes no sense to me, but it's how they decided to program the game, apparently. There, that is sealed off, which means I am safe. Safe to continue my ventures into the deeps of the hellish landscapes that this is. Now, because this is all open space, I can just feel free to build all the walls I want. Mika! Because if they can't get it to it from one side, they just go around and get it from the other side. I'm actually really enjoying the idea of building above ground. I enjoy building elaborate structures. Oh no, I'm gonna have Forgotten Beasts to worry about. Lots of them. I've got a cavern that's like Z13 or something. lots of forgotten beasts that can wander into that cavern. Yeah. Started digging down and ran into one almost immediately, and I'm like, oh crap. Now I've got gray walls on this, but what should I do for the floor? I don't know if I want brown floors. Oh, I've got a bunch of granite. Maybe I'll set somebody to start carving that into blocks. Well, fine. Hurry up. There we go. Details. Oh yeah, lots of granite. Just to vary it up. It's probably, I think it's gonna look the exact same, but meh. Hello, kitty cat. What do you want? You just want pet, don't you? Yeah. I don't really have much to offer in trade yet. I haven't gotten around to making crafts or anything. Alright, so this is my outpost liaison from the kingdom I'm a part of. We'll go ahead and say yes to leather. Sure, wood's good. Bum 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 ba da bum ba da la ba bum da dum bum bum ba ba dum. My shower door just opened on its own. There's a magnet that was holding it closed. I know it wasn't my cat, because she's on my lap right now. Yes, you are. Weird. Anyways, long-term goal, no, nothing other than surviving. Though I was thinking of taking a look at some of those mega constructions and such that they have on the website. I would like a cow and bull. I can make rock tools? The hell are those? Well, let's see if I've actually got anything to trade. Might have some stuff. I guess I could at least put the Put those in there. I apparently have a natural source for gypsum. I really don't have anything to trade yet. Which really sucks. Okay, it looks like this has grown over enough at least that I can move my pastured animals in. Let's build over this trick block. Let's see, are there any other spots that are exposed outside of my main place here? Also, I forget if bridges can be built on top of... Oh, good, they can. Let's see, granite. Oh, I've got a lot of granite blocks already. Cool. Floor. All thanks to Fast Dwarf. Again, technically cheating, but... I'll worry about the hallway and stuff later. Right now I want to get these workshop spaces set up so I can start building the workshops in them. Though I'm not going to have enough granite to finish this. But hey, 2 more rooms left isn't that bad. What do you mean they can't reach the site? Ah, there. I'm really confused. There's no reason I can see that they can't reach those. We have puppies! Yay, more eradicating monster peoples. I'm honestly glad that I'm getting these monster slayers because, as far as I understand, they at least do come with their own equipment. Most people that join for soldiering don't come with all of their equipment, but monsters do. And while they're just going to be wandering around eating food and stuff, they are going to be instrumental in defense of the fort. No, you can't be up there. I can't have you getting fur all over my work shirt. Okay. Unsuspend. Yay, new yak! Oh yeah, before I forget, I could really seal off this area. You know, before something big, nasty, and hungry decides to come along and eat my animals. Shift C, wall. But this, well, no. I'll save the church for something else. Actually, brown just would work for this. So yeah, we'll use the church blocks for this. And designate all this church block. Now what is this? Oh, tree roots. Oh crap! A great one-eyed alligator. It has thin wings of stretched skin and it undulates rhythmically. Beware its deadly spittle. And where are you? I just love how it's how they're listed as uninvited guests. Go to unit. Why does he look like some kind of elephant thing? Now, hopefully, my area is actually secure from him. Because this bad boy's got wings. I don't see any gaps. Though somehow there's a bat in here. we've got cave spiders. I don't know how they got in here. Are there any open spaces down into that area? Doesn't look like it. I'm not prepared for fun! At least not that much fun. You know what? I'm just gonna unpause, and as soon as all of my people start dying, we'll see what happens. The force pulls the neck, tearing apart... Okay, the Forgotten Beast scratches the Outbird in the head, tearing apart the muscle, denting the skull. A tendon in the skull has been torn. The force pulls the neck, tearing apart the muscle and tearing apart the upper spine's nervous tissue. An artery has been opened by the attack. A tendon in the upper spine has been torn. The Forgotten Beast grabs the Outbird by the upper body with its left wing. Jeez! This poor bird! And this, ladies and gentlemen, are why you do not mess with Forgotten Beasts. Or Dwarf Fortress in general, because man, it's gruesome. Man, oh man, oh man. Would you guys finish building stuff, please? Well, that's done at least. Oh, there are gaps up here. Good thing I checked. Open space, open space, open space. And more open space. Yeesh. These should be taken care of by the walls, but I'm gonna need to build some flooring up here. And chert. Blocks. Any other spots that I'm missing up here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. That would have been bad. Very, very bad. If that were all he wanted to do, I would welcome him with open arms. But you and I both know that is not what he wants to do. He wants to feast on my dwarves. What's a bite on the buttocks amongst friends? Is that what you're trying to say there, kobold? You know what? I'm just gonna build this wall all the way over. And then put flooring over the open space above. Now, do I have more granite yet? I should. Yeah. Here we go, bye-bye. Quite possibly, to completely cover this area. Not walls, floor. There we go. Ah. Kobold, that is awful. You should be ashamed of yourself for that. But of course you make the pun, which means that you are immune to shame. Ugh. So I've got somebody making some custom music for our D&D games. It's coming out really nice. Nothing's perfect yet or set in stone, but we're definitely getting somewhere. Plus, custom music, I don't have to worry about copyright. Guess what? I own it. Dumb copyright laws could shove it. Oh, I very much agree, Kobold. I've got a whole bunch of playlists that I've set up for various situations and such, but the problem is that I've had to use what I could, legally use, which has meant that most of them have wound up being rather mismatched and just not the quality that I want. Which is why when we started this new and the DM and one of the players made an actual song together, I'm like, you're coming with me. We're making music. Alright, walls. Oh, there's still... What? We'll just do this chert. This will also be chert. Here, give me a second and I'll give you guys one of the previews. I don't mind sharing. Bum ba bum bum. All right. I'll let my dwarves go to work on that. Pause my current music. Now, apologies if it is loud. Just be aware that is a possibility. Where is it? There it is. that's some bit of the custom music we're getting. I asked them to do some to make some combat music, though that has more of a mountainy exploration feel to me. But we're gonna be getting a playlist of those anyways, so you know, it works out. So what do you guys think? Oh hey, I got more migrants. Sweet. Oh yeah, off this the roof of this. I floored off the roof of the pasture, but forgot about my workshop warehouse area. That would have sucked. Hey guys, we're safe in here. And then they just drop in through the roof. Fuck! All right. Hey there, Zach. How are ya? We'll do almond wood. That's good. It's always great to have you come by. I really appreciate you supporting the channel and stuff. You're here almost every time I stream, and just wanted you to know I really appreciate it. Dig that out. Oh God. I've got a I like to mix menthol into my other vape juices that I, vape. Sometimes I put in a little too much menthol and it doesn't mix very properly. Oh God, I'm dying. Oh, I love menthol because mainly during the summer, because it gets hot outside and I can simply start up use my vape and bam, I'm much cooler. Oh, I am out of drink. Oh crap. I'm gonna take these over for a still and a kitchen. No, well, just a still. A still is all I need right now. But I need to get some stuff brewing. I'm really not doing the best here. There. Nice big underground pasture. And remove from here. To here. And from here over to here. Gather, pasture, can't say I have. I've never even heard of such a thing. All right, floor. Lovely, Jebus. That is a physical sticker, Prism. I'm sorry, I just can't afford to give custom art that much. We'll make this out of mica. As much as I would love to give custom art, it's just not feasible. I mean, you're still waiting on some of it. So, for those that are new to Dwarf Fortress, what I'm doing right now is I'm building a, basically a roof out of flooring. It's really the only way to build a roof. Well, I did remove it because I still have people like yourself waiting for yours. And so until that art is done, I can't offer more. It wouldn't be ethical of me. All right. Oh, over here. Gotta cover this too. There we go. Alright, workshop, mason. They will be... I'll use the... Well, let's mark a site. I want to get something nice and valuable. Material value 1. Cobaltite. Hey there, Flenser, welcome. I suppose I'll just make it out of, you know what? I got lots of microcline. I'm gonna use that. You're welcome, Flenser. Alright, now I want some craft dwarf, which is R for the shortcut. Craft dwarfs are especially important because I can use them to make crafts out of rock or whatever. And they'll just make random things from scepters to earrings, you know, random knickknacks. Small figurines are another thing they'll make. But these things have trade value, which is important. Alright. Well, this is removed now. As is that. And that. And that. And I might as well remove the wagon as well. There we go. Now, I need to get some bridges. Now, the way bridges work is that normally, by default, they just retract. But you can use WASD and X to, as you can probably see there, to change which direction they raise towards. Yeah, I'll make it too wide. Let's do some floor. Bum, ba-dum. Bum, ba-bum. Bum, bottom. There's my almond wood. Once those are actually built, I can put the bridge on. Oh, fudge muffin. The werewolf has come. A large wolf twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow azure. Its sepia hair is long and shaggy. Now you will know why you fear the night. Now I feel really bad for this, but I am not ready for it. Oh, come on, Prism. I am really not ready for this thing. Not even just waiting it out. Fudge muffin. Well, I give myself one of these free per... I think it's kill dash unit. Okay, what is it again? I give myself one of these cheats for per fortress. Just because I've set all this stuff up, and a werewolf or any other were creature, which they tend to pop up first for some reason, is basically going to completely destroy my entire fort. No, he does not want Snugs. Ah, yes, exterminate. He is raging. He doesn't care about anything that I've got to offer. Except for flesh. Why did they stop building floors? Well, unfortunately, I would rather live. And I'd rather my dwarves live at least a little bit longer. Seriously, why did all these jobs just outright get taken away? There. God damn it! You can build it! Do so! You give me a logical reason why you can't build these floors, then I'll listen. But you can. Because you just did. Alright. This one will raise that way. And we'll make it out of apricot. Actually, I need floor here. Let's see what microcline actually looks like. It might be good for an outdoor road. And then I build it, and it's blue! God damn it. Max priority. All right. Well, what other blocks do I have? In plenty. I'm gonna be saving the jet for pots and such. I guess chert it is. I mean, it's a nice brown texture, so... or color. The nice thing about bridges and other things that you can build on this game is that you can always get your resources back. Let's use oak logs. Alright, so build, we want a furnace. Let's get ourselves a smelter. Yatata. And a little wood furnace. Ho ho ho. And then metalsmith's forge. And we'll make this out of granite. Well, hidey-ho there, Kiero. How are ya? I also really need to get myself a... oh, what was it? Mechanics workshop. With these, I can build mechanisms to raise and lower my bridges. What's SDCC? Oh, San Diego Comic-Con. The Utah one's better. What, Flenser? I'm afraid I do not understand your comment. Please, reiterate. Oh. I hate puns. Now, I suppose I might as well connect my warehouse to my farming area. Boom. You know, that would be a really good idea. Just a simple, purely strategic thing that I would hope that my dwarves would do. Even building a above-ground fortress. Or, you know, possibly especially because it's an above-ground fortress. And we'll dig this part out. Dig out this. Get rid of these up ramps. You know, we actually have a rim shot sound effect, right? Oh, hey, masterpiece mechanisms already. We'll just set both of these to just continuously... well, I really need to get a manager. We'll make a noble's hall. And we'll attach it to my warehouse. So let's build some walls. Yeah, we'll go with 3x4. Oh, now where are my mica blocks? Well, there's regular mica. I need to go, there they are. Give them all fancy schmancy private dining rooms and stuff. Let's remove that one. And because I'm gonna need more of them. Oh crap, there's trees in the way. Chop them down! Make the jurists proud. Alright. You know, it's kind of nice building on the surface. I didn't even count that out and I got it right where I wanted it. Cool. And wall. There. Oh, yeah, I gotta build a floor. Or roof. And I really hope I don't run out of mica blocks. I mean, I can always just go mine more, but oh crap. Not a wall. lastly, there. Covered up. And more flooring. Give these nobles in us granite floor. I normally spoil my animals and my dwarves. Apparently some people shove dwarves into a 2x2 room, and I'm always, they're gonna get a nice 3x3 minimum. Now, I need to go to my mason's workshop and tell them to make a rock throne. Diorite would be nice. I got lots of it. Might as well put it to use somehow. And we need tables. We need doors. At least one of each, you know. And that'll be all that they actually require. Actually, I need some beds. I guess having all those rock blocks made have really bumped up my dwarves and their abilities. We'll put mica block there. And that's just suspended, I'm sure. Oh, no. It's not suspended, they just haven't gotten to it yet. There it is. Ba-boom! Alright, those are all done. Those are all done. Oh, crap! It's claimed a carpenter's workshop. Oh, and he already has all the materials. Sweet. All right, office, throne. And then I need a table for their private dining rooms. And they get beds. Oh wait, I did make doors, didn't I? For the outside portion. There. Ooh! An artifact bed. Sweet. Okay, noble. Let's get ourselves a manager. We've got somebody who's literally just a clerk. We also need a broker. We've got a lot of people that are very skilled. I think these are all migrants that we had come in. Well, I guess my clerk gets one office here. God damn it. Fine! I will make you more doors! Door and door. And then this will go to my manager. Oops. Auto allocate. Because it's very important that I have a manager. Because my life so far has been difficult. Oh, does my bridge stop the river from icing over? Fully? That's kind of neat. There. I was thinking about putting my tavern back here, but then I'm like, that would really just be building in underground again. Well, hi again, kitty. Yes, you can settle down. So I'm just gonna do church block. Cat, lay down or get off. Stop just standing there. We're doing church going into the I've decided I want to do church going actually into the house from this area. Could not find what? Why? Dwarves! Why you do this to me? There. And I need to build a floor up here. There. My fortress is coming along very nicely. We're gonna do a floor over here. Actually, this will be an actual road. And I'm probably gonna... Oh no. The water from freezing over. Eee. Let's do an actual road. Saves on resources and everything. However, you cannot build on a road. I'm almost out of chert blocks. Whoa. Alright, well, let's, rock block. Let's do let's just do 90. Detail, we're making it out of chert. And rock block. Another 90. This one will be Mika. Oh, I am running low on Mika. Okay, so this will be granite instead. Alright, remove that bridge. We'll move it over. Make ourselves a couple of dump zones. These are also known as quantum storage. Often used mainly for the dump areas are usually used for stone because you wind up with so much. I don't have a lot of food or drink, though. I mean, I've got, I think, enough. I should probably add another work order for brew drink. And we'll do 60. a road going right to here. Out of church blocks. There they are. And then a bridge. I want one more high. And oak logs. Oh, come on! What is this? Okay, I guess it's just somebody standing there. Which will hopefully go away soon. It's gonna really suck when this water melts and they all wind up in the water. I'm hoping it won't just be a boom, suddenly they're all drowning. Alright, we need rock pot. Let's make 90. Details. We're gonna make it out of jet. I don't have much jet though. This is all chert and microcline. Where is the jet I found? Is this the jet? Which means that these walls are all jet. Awesome. Let's go over this way and dig out a nice selection. Would you guys please grab those logs before they get swallowed up by the river? No, they're not. Alright, I think I'm gonna build my trade depot on this side. And then on this side over here is where I'm gonna build my tavern. I think that'll work nice. However, unfortunately, it is time that I got going to work. Thankfully, it's my last day, and my weekend is tomorrow. So guys, I thank you all so much for your support and hanging out. Hope you guys learned a lot of stuff here. I forgot to update that, but oh well. We'll go with it. Thank you all so much for joining me for Dwarf Fortress this evening. I will be back tomorrow with more streaming. I haven't decided my schedule this next week, honestly, so join the Discord, follow Twitter, follow the channel on Telegram, whichever you prefer, and come join me for the next stream. I really appreciate all of you so much for coming by. Do check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got lots of information there for our various servers that we run, as well as merchandise for the channel. Grabbing some stuff a long way in helping me keep going. But yeah, other than that, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. Because of you guys, I can keep bringing you this content. I seriously could not do it without you guys. For now, I bid you all a very fond adieu. Also, holy crap, it just got bright. Good night, Anir. Good night, Zach. Good night, everyone else.